Also, speaking of Jason, I just want to get your opinion of the pairing of Jason Mewes and Paris Hilton.
What about him? Like, what would that baby look like?
No, about the movie that they did together. I know you busted on your boy Affleck for doing a movie called Paycheck that was just a paycheck. So,
Right.
how about Jason's Paycheck with the world's most premier celebutard?
I mean, honestly, dude, can you blame Mewes? It's not like Mewes is rolling in fucking dough. Affleck should know better.
True. Very true.
Like, Affleck is a wealthy fucking man, you know. Mewes, not so much. And the moment he told me he was doing a movie with Paris Hilton, I was just like, Jesus Christ. But then I immediately thought, that's like $40,000, $50,000 less that he'll borrow from me. So I was like, go do it, dude. Go make it the best Paris Hilton movie you possibly can. But he wrote me into that flick, too. He fucking called me up the day they were shooting the scene, because Paul Walker, the guy who was in Fast and the Furious, was supposed to like do this cameo in the movie, because I guess he knew the filmmaker. He was supposed to play the role of one of Mewes' roommates and shit. And he came to his senses, I guess, and was just like, I ain't fucking doing this. So Mewes calls me up and he's just like, Moves, man, Paul Walker's supposed to do this fucking scene and shit. We're hard up. Can you come down and fucking do it? And I was just like, oh my God, dude. Like, you're asking a lot, man. I mean, I know you've gone out on a limb for me at times, and I've gone on a limb for you, and we're boys and shit, but this may be the heftiest price you've ever fucking asked me to pay, because like I know I've shouldered you through heavy-duty drug addiction. You've stolen from me. You've brought junkie dealers to my house. You're asking me to be in a Paris Hilton movie. This may be the worst thing you've ever asked me to do. And he's like, I wouldn't ask if we weren't hard up. So I was like, all right. And so I went and shot a day on it and shit, which I was like, ooh, the price of friendship. I think that was the moment that I was just like, and then he tucks his dick. Goodbye, horses, you know. But so yeah, he did it. But I mean, I can't blame him. It's like the work is what it is and whatnot. And they paid him handsomely, not like a king's ransom where he's like, I'm just doing it for the money. He was like, I get to play a leading role where I'm not saying snoochie boochies and shit. So I was like, I can't argue with that. So he did it and shit. And I was just like, what was it like when you kissed her? He was like, it was fine. And Mewes is just the guy, he never says anything bad about anybody. You never get Mewes going like, this one's a fucking dirtbag, or this guy fucking sucks, or this broad's a total cunt. Everything is fucking pleasant in Mewes' world. Just always, you know, dude's never read a bad comic book in his life. He'd be like, come on, dude, Marvel's New Universe? He's like, it was awesome. If it's drawn and it's got word balloons on it, it's the best thing that I ever created and shit. And, you know, even when he deals with people who are total dicks to him, he's just like, always find the positive side to it. And not an up with people, this is the right thing to do kind of way. That's just his nature. $1 million heart, nickel head. So, you know, I was just like, what's it like? He was like, yeah, it was good. I was like, it was like kissing her. Was it gross? Did you taste like that dude from the video? He was like, no, she brushed her teeth since then. He's like, she was all right. It's weird. We were kissing. They were going around us with a camera and shit like that. And I was like, I know, but like, it's Paris Hilton, isn't it? He's like, in that moment, she wasn't Paris Hilton. She was the chick in the movie. And I was like, oh, he's fucking coming to his own. He's kidding himself, but he's coming to his own, you know? This is a grown-up fucking sentiment to have and shit like that. So I supported him doing it, you know. It's not like he's like, hey, man, they're paying me $50,000 to make a movie with Hitler. You know, it's... Where I'd be like, I don't know, dude. You might want to rethink it. Like, it's Paris Hilton. It's, you know, not my cup of tea. And it's not like they became the best of friends, but he seemed to enjoy doing it and whatnot.
So she wasn't one of the 28.
She was not one of, and that was in a month, dude. That's not the illustrious 28. He's got 28 names to it. That was in a month. His numbers are like Wilt Chamberlain style. Like, we're talking fucking 4 digits and shit, where you're like, who could fuck that much, dude? That's like fucking 2 a day your entire life or something. He's like, not really, because there's only 365 days in a year. You got me there. But she certainly wasn't one of them. But he did say that he saw her boob. He's like, I went into the makeup trailer and she leaned forward and she had like a makeup drape on her. And she leaned forward, and I saw the side of her boob. I was like, yeah, I saw her sucking a dude's dick on the internet. But he seemed to enjoy himself. He seemed to have a good time doing it.
Right on. Thanks.
Good. Thank you, sir.